week one look ahead, the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals led by Joe Burrow. That's an LSU Tiger. You got quite a few LSU Tigers on that team. Wide receiver focus. Where do you expect to match up with anybody that got, experienced player in Tyler Boyd? He led the team in receptions a year ago, 79. They got up and coming wide receiver in T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, who struggled a bit in camp and preseason, but they took him 5th overall. Is there any particular wide receiver you may follow, or you just line up on your side and playing football?
Yeah, man, I'm just lining up playing ball. Lining up playing ball. Really don't. It's hard to prepare for week one. Obviously preseason teams not really showing much, not even playing their guys. And you only thing you can do is try to go back to last year's tape and kind of figure out where they're going to plug guys in at. So week one is always a little fuzzy to get prepared for. But for the most part, no, we're just going to line up and play ball, be what we need to be, make plays. And like I said, hopefully come out of Cincinnati with a dub.
Well, let me give you a mental note coming from rookie wide receiver, former LSU Tiger Jamar Chase, on going up against former LSU DB Patrick Peterson. I could put Patrick Peterson on my highlight tape. He might be mad I'm saying it, but hey, you know what I'm saying? It's a part of the game. I love to make a play on him. He said he would love to make a play on you, Pat Peterson. Of course, there's a little bit of tiger crime, one-on-one tiger crime, but he's fired up about going against the legend. Yeah. Himself, number 7, and he about to get the number 7, Pat P. I got my jersey. I had to put my jersey on Sunday when I watched the game, by the way. I don't know if it's going to fit well, but I'm going to put it on. But mental note to you, Pat P.
And I appreciate it, man. I mean, at the end of the day, when, I respect everything, obviously, what Jamar Chase have done it on the college level. I'm looking forward to line up against him as well. I think it should be a fun matchup. The guy has a lot of physical attributes that a lot of greats have in this league already. Something to be able before you know it. We can get it.
And for wide receivers to have success, they got to have a quarterback getting them the football. Joe Burrow, we know about his season-ending injury from a year ago. All things point in the direction for him to be out with the guys on Sunday. Expectations for him coming off his season-ending injury. He started 10 games in 2020. Before tearing his ACL, MCL. Their record was 2-7-1. Rookie season completed 65% of his passes, 13 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He averaged roughly over 260 per ball game. I know you've watched tape on him, and that's the guy you expect to see in the lineup. How talented is he? And for you guys that have success, granted, you got to put pressure on him. Do you believe you have the guys that can put pressure on him? But number one, how talented is Joe Cool Burrow?
Joe is definitely, he has a lot of talent. Now that Cincinnati's putting some talent around him, now he has an opportunity to really flourish. But for us, we definitely have the guys to get to him. For any quarterback, you want to be able to get their feet happy. Get their feet moving around a little bit, getting their eyes down from those big shots down the field, and that just makes our day a lot easier on the defensive end. So. We know we got our work cut out for us, heading into the Sunday game. Obviously, Joe is, fresh as he can be, coming off a season-ending knee injury last year. But Joe has all the talent in the world to make all the right throws, all the right checks. You saw it when he first got into the league. Very impressive from day one. So we don't expect much of a drop off from that of the success he had last year. Like I said, week one is finally here. The season's finally here. The Minnesota Vikings faithful will be there somewhere in the building.
No question.
It's going to be a great game. So I'm excited about week one and also excited about the season, see how it's going to unfold.
Last question before we get to halftime. And remember, on the opposite side of half, listeners and viewers, you don't want to miss this outstanding conversation with Big Swagoo, Marcus Spears, who's also a former LSU Tiger, will be joining us on the opposite side of the half. Vikings offensive focus, man, you've been seeing these guys, put in work for quite some time. You had an extra week to prepare last week, just watching Kirk Cousins and the guys go, man. And you told me from day one, Dalvin Cook is an amazing talent. You know what I mean? What are your expectations from Kirk Cousins and the offensive game this Sunday against Cincinnati, who finished the season a year ago, ranked 26th in the National Football League in total defense last year? They had, and oh, by the way, they had the worst rush defense over the last 2 years.
I think we have an opportunity to be a very balanced offense. weapons. You know, Dalvin, like you said, my favorite cook, is a special talent, you know, and once we get him going, you know, that just opened the doors for everything else. And we all know what Kirk does best, play action. You know what I mean? So once all those doors open, you know, I feel like we can be a well-balanced offense. So I'm excited to see how it's going to unfold. Sunday, had an opportunity to obviously go through our real first day of preparation Monday. And it was exciting to see what those guys got called up. I'm excited to see what I'm excited for the game plan that we have partially put in right now. So you know, it should be all missiles flying, baby. And
Pat P, we've been saying it all season.
Ass cutting time, Jack.
That's the only time it is.
Yes,
it's
sir.
time.